right, straight ahead, a middleweight matchup between Krzysztof Jotko and Brad Tavares. Well, the crowd pops as this guy makes the walk to the octagon, and you can see why if you've watched film on him. This is a true mixed martial artist, plus skills in all areas, and figures to be a handful, really, for anybody in this division. Probably comfortable tonight anywhere the fight goes. Truly a well-rounded MMA fighter. You know, we trot that term out there a lot. This guy fits the bill.
Apparently, he worked tremendously hard on cardio for this camp.
Well, at one point, the gifted Chris Jotko didn't believe this UFC dream could come true. For that, he is grateful, and UFC fans are grateful, too. This man is an absolute killer, kicks as hard as anyone in the division, unorthodox with his striking, out of the southpaw stance. Tonight, looking to prove that he can contend with the middleweight elite.
This guy has ridiculously powerful kicks. This is the one thing his opponent needs to absolutely avoid if he hopes to achieve victory in this fight.
Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. So 2 years, the gap in age, with the same height and some differences in reach. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 16 wins, 5 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Brad Tavares! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a Greco-Roman wrestler, holding a professional record of 19 wins, 3 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Chris Jotko! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki draws the assignment here.
First round, you ready? You ready?
Here we go. All right, so here's the oncoming force, Chris Jotko, ready to go for round 1. His camp has emphasized round 1 here tonight. He's a guy who gets stronger as the fight goes on, but also a guy who has a lot of pop, particularly early. Had the knockout of Tamden McCrory in less than a minute back in 2016. We'll see if Jotko can continue that trend here tonight. All right, first round is underway, and no surprise that his opponent's guard is high. He has done his homework. He has watched film. You know about these powerful overhand punches, a big part of his game plan every time out. We'll see if he can get it going here early in this one. Jotko's strike there is blocked. Nice job by the defense. Tavares gets caught with that punch. Able to block the strike there, and even more effective with the counter kick to the body. Nice work there by Jotko.
Oh! Both fighters are a little hesitant here. Ooh, tagged him.
Lands the jab.
And avoids the clinch. That one hurt. He's checking every single one of those.
Oh, beautiful kick to the body there, and he just left himself wide open for that strike. Very vulnerable by leaning in, keeping the guard high to allow for an opening down low. And both guys really throwing with authority.
He got tagged there.
Pretty good knee there by Jotko. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
And he's looking for that left.
Nice jab there by Tavares. And he lands a kick to the leg now. Pretty good work on the feet tonight by Jotko.
Oh, very nice. Oh, nice. This could be it.
Went for the inside leg kick.
Wow. This could be it right here. This fight is dangerously close to being stopped.
Jotko gets caught by the inside leg kick. Slips the punch nicely there. Effective punch there by the Hawaiian Brad Tavares. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
That's again the experience.
Hits the guard and connects with the punch. Tavares gets absolutely pelted by that head kick. Oh, and he connects there.
Oh!
Still unable to find that precise range with the high kick.
Oh, excellent exchange there.
Ooh, lands a nice punch there. Staying busy in the clinch here, Joe.
Back to over-under control.
Oh, his face is painted with blood, Joe. The cut on that cheek not getting any better. Nice lead hook by Brad Tavares. Jotko's worked in that underhook once again.
He's got double underhooks here. He transitions to the tie clinch.
Oh, and he lands yet another strike to the body. Pinpoint placement right underneath the elbow. Over underhooks here. Watch the shot here, Joe. 30 seconds now to go in the round.
Nice leg kick.
20 seconds now remain in the round.
Nice inside leg kick. Really swung for the fences with that hook, but misses. Good body punch there.
The horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward.
Here we see an excellent kick, connects flush with perfect timing. Very impressive striking going on in that round.
You've been here before. You've been cut. No worries. We like the taste of our own blood. Now's the chance to go out there.
Brittany Palmer doing fine work as usual.
Here we go. Second round. You ready? You ready?
Second round underway.
That last round was an all-out brawl. If they continue like that in this round, someone's getting knocked out.
Oh, a huge block there. And he continues to work the body here.
Really swung everything into that kick, but fell short.
Wow!
He's in big trouble.
The left hook hits home. He's got to mix things up a bit more. Get some strikes to the body already. Joe, huge block there. The defense is holding up. Not there. Tavares gets hit by that leg kick. How about that shin?
This cut on his face is getting worse.
Well, he's landed some excellent shots in this fight tonight, but more often than not, it has been one and done. So the emphasis now moving forward, combinations. Throw your punches in bunches and really try to force the issue and get your opponent out of it. And he connects there. Tavares gets touched by that leg kick attempt. Oh, lands another shot to the body, beautifully placed as he continues to punish his opponent's midsection here in this round.
He's feinting with that kick.
Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Gaethje. Now mixing one into the body. Punches blocked.
Nice overhand.
Hand speed, man. Just over 3 minutes to go. Well, he left his head open there, Joe, and he got cracked with that jab. He was almost moving into it. So let's see if he can switch up the footwork here, Joe.
Oh, nice right hand. He hurt him. He's in big, big trouble. Nice leg kick.
Oh, slips to avoid the right. There's a nice shot to the body that lands. First one to the midsection from him all night. We have crossed the midpoint of this fight. Just misses there with the left. Nice punch by Gaethje.
Good shots here.
Just over 2 minutes to go in round two. So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round two. Man, that hurts.
High kick! He hurt him!
He's got him hurt here.
Big shots! Really threw a lot of power into that uppercut, but missed. Oh! What a leg kick! That one hurt.
Blocks the shot. Gaethje gets hit by that leg kick. You may want to start checking some of these.
They're locked in a clinch.
Always busy here in the clinch. Lands a nice punch there. Effective punch there by Brad Tavares. Battle for position here. And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands.
Good defense there. Trying to get a single.
Well, yet again, he goes back to the jab and he lands it. And defensively, this fighter is going to have to figure something out. He continues to lean into his opponent's striking range. He's going to have to stick and move and figure out a way to get his head off the center line. Oh, he found the target there, Joe. Nice punch. Oh, roundhouse kick. Add that to his highlight reel.
Oh, good left hand.
Going to the body there with the right kick. Oh, nice slip there to avoid the punch.
Oh, he tagged it.
Oh, he might be out. All right, that's the end of round number two. Oh, saved by the bell there. The round is over. He got knocked down just before you heard the horn. And, of course, he's only got 60 seconds with which to recover. Not a lot of time to get his head back into this one.
And here, a perfectly placed punch results in a knockdown. Let's take a look at it from a different angle.
Ariane Celeste with us tonight.
Are you ready?
Third round underway. Oh, he just continues to land with a high volume of strikes here. Not unlike the previous round, Joe, and at least if his body language is any indication, he is not slowing down whatsoever. How about that shin?
He's being creative in there.
Tavares gets caught by the inside leg kick, a few more, and that'll leave a mark.
Tags him. That bruise on his torso is getting much worse. Clips him with that uppercut.
Man, this dude is relentless. He just continues to pour it on. Really as aggressive as any striker on the roster. Gotta be careful here, Joe, to not gas out, but you at least have to admire the approach. Very effective here in this round. Oh, lands that punch. And he lands a nice kick. Right on the button. Oh, he has mastered this distance control tonight. Another punch lands.
He's got good accuracy on that jab. Nice uppercut. Big kick, but miss.
Man!
Vicious combinations. Beautiful body shot there, too. Wow. Wow. Good uppercut.
That knee might have landed there. And again, Joe, he's showing a vulnerability to that jab, leaning right into his opponent's striking range and leaving his head wide open to absorb damage. Let's see if he can make some adjustments here. Oh, he connects there.
Beautiful combination. He's hurt! He's stumbling! Oh, he's getting tagged! Nasty combinations here. Nice leg kick.
Well, you've got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right. Found the target with that left hand, Joe. Visibly limping here.
Goes for a single.
Rips the body there. Tavares gets absolutely melted by that head kick. 2 minutes now to go in this one.
Beautiful inside leg kick.
And both fighters exchange in the pocket.
Caught him with a punch.
Tavares gets stung by that leg kick. Oh, nice slip to avoid that right hand. Again, going back to the jab just out of range. Oh!
He's in big trouble.
Big body shot.
Body. Whoa.
Oh! Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
A huge barrage of strikes. He kept coming and finally landed one big bomb for the knockout.
Yeah, Joe, a pinpoint strike to end this fight. It landed flush. I'm not even sure the opponent wholly saw it coming, and before he could recover, the referee was in to stop the fight. So a huge knockout victory for that fighter here tonight.
Check it out here. Boom! And that's all she wrote.
Well, hard to perform much better than he did tonight. A huge knockout under the lights. They'll be talking about that one for some time. Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki's called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 39 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout,
So just the way he drew it up here tonight, what a monumental moment and knockout to get his hand raised here tonight. He kept the judges out of it. He has certainly set himself up for a major opportunity here moving forward. But you can be sure tonight is about this knockout. He'll be celebrating deep into the night with his friends, his family, his coaches. Congratulations on a big KO tonight. All right, coming up next, it's a flyweight matchup between Wilson Reis and John Moraga. So here he is, folks, the no-nonsense former UFC flyweight world title challenger John Moraga has really piled up the submissions in the UFC, Joe. Certainly opportunistic when it comes to sinking in a choke. Can take guys down, leaning on the wrestling credentials as well. And also has shown a penchant for striking if need be. This is a well-rounded flyweight and a force to be reckoned with as he makes this walk here again tonight.
This guy has ridiculous hand speed. Lightning-fast punches that come in absolutely swift combinations.
So here, Joe, is a flyweight really, for my money, that can do it all. Wilson Reis, he has won major titles outside the UFC. Not a lot of glaring weaknesses when you break down the film. This is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, moved to the United States after receiving his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt to teach the gentle art, and has vaulted into title contention here late in his UFC career.
This guy has world-class throws. Look for his opponent to try to keep as far away from this man's clinch as possible, because if he gets a hold of you, the results are devastating.
Our tail of the tape for this flyweight fight. Both fighters are 33. Moraga will have the 1-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a wrestler holding a professional record of 18 wins, 6 losses. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Phoenix, Arizona, John Moraga. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of San Diego, California, Wilson Reis. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mario Yamasaki.
So Mario Yamasaki, the veteran, draws the opening assignment here. Round 1. Opens with the inside leg kick. Joe, pretty good head movement to slip that right hand. Kick lands for him there. Big roundhouse now, just misses. Countering with a jab here, nice block by Reis.
Oh!
Oh, slips the punch there, Joe. Now connects with a right. Oh, nice job defensively there to get the guard up. Shot is blocked by Moraga. Immediately shoots for the leg.
Oh!
Nice
These are, what did you say about my mother punches? Oh, head kick!
Slips the punch. Oh, right hook attempt, no good. Slips. Reis gets absolutely pelted by that head kick. Lands an outside leg kick of his own.
Oh, he got cracked.
Good job keeping that head off the center line. Slips to avoid the right hand.
Nice inside leg kick.
Now he goes for the single leg. And just misses with that big right hand. Just over 3 minutes to go.
Oh!
Midway through round one.
That one hurt. Great exchanges.
Well, he's playing with fire here, Joe. He continues to be vulnerable to that jab by almost leaning into it. Wow! He's got him hurt here. Oh!
Big shot!
Vicious combo there!
Back up.
Reis gets hit with a kick here. That one landed flush. Let's see if he can make some adjustments.
Oh!
Just missed with the left there. Just over 2 minutes to go.
Oh! Double jab. Oh, he missed that kick.
Very nice leg kick for him there. Can't take too many of those. Oh, beautiful head movement. Slips there.
Oh! And he's looking for that left.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing.
Looking to avoid that left hand.
Try to establish that jab.
Lands a powerful kick.
Oh, big left.
Oh! Oh, man, they are winging at each other. Head kick! Attempts a big hook to the head, but misses.
We got to fight, folks.
Vicious shot to the body. Body kick, look at that.
Moraga gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up, Joe.
Nice leg kick.
Just out of range with that right hook. Oh, and he's back up again. Those get-ups have been there for him all night. Changes his stance. You'll see a lot of this from this fighter.
Oh, nice inside leg kick right there.
Oh, wow!
He's got to be careful there. Don't rush in.
Oh, he might be out.
Vicious combinations.
Final seconds of round one.
Goes for a single.
Back southpaw now. Horn sounds for the end of round one.
Great, nice way to finish. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, he's still hurt. When we come out, this is the game plan. Go after him, Ryder.
Let's see some of the action here. And here, a perfectly placed punch results in a knockdown. Here we see a devastating punch that results in a knockdown.
Brittany Palmer in the building.
Here we go, second round, you ready? You ready?
All right, here we go with round two.
That last round was absolutely insane. Both guys got blocked. If they continue at that pace, someone's going to sleep in this round. John Moraga is a very well-rounded fighter, very good striking, excellent grappling, and is developing and improving every day as a full mixed martial arts fighter.
He's able to slip the left.
Just missed with a huge kick. Big kick, but miss.
Doing a nice job putting it all together. Right hook attempt, that's a miss.
That bruise on his outer thigh is getting much worse.
And both guys really throwing with authority. Orthodox for much of the fight. He's going southpaw here, Joe.
Really swung everything into that kick, but fell short.
Well, he absorbs a kick to the head here, left it wide open. He's got to not move into that power shot. Let's see if he can adjust. Well, he has landed some good shots tonight, Joe, but as yet, he has been unable to string together any solid combinations, and that has served to keep his opponent in this fight. So let's see if he can change up the tempo a little bit with his strikes and try to put together a combination that is more damaging to his opponent. Moraga gets hit with a kick here. Let's see how he responds.
Nice inside leg kick. And avoids the clinch. Huge kick, misses.
How about that shin? Moraga gets stung by that leg kick.
Good defense there.
Oh, and he tags him with the straight, beautifully placed there by Moraga. Hand speed, man. Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in this second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round 2. Just reached the midway point of the fight. Still unable to find that precise range with the high kick. Swing and a miss with that straight left hand.
That one hurt.
And both fighters exchange in the pocket.
Misses a huge hook to the head. Oh, head kick.
Takedown attempt there. Under 2 minutes now in round 2.
Oh!
Just a slip there. Oh, huge block.
Tries some serious power in that kick, but misses. Excellent head movement.
Well, he got cracked to the head there, Joe. He's going to have to change things up here with his footwork, with his tempo. He continues to be vulnerable to that strike coming back. Got to get his head off the center line. Working on a single leg here. Nice outside leg kick there. Oh, that's a good knee to the body there by Moraga.
And he eats a kick.
1 minute now, says the round 2 clock. And he continues to work on the inside of that lead leg.
His other eye is starting to swell.
He landed that inside leg
Good
kick.
exchange there. He's landing some excellent kicks here.
Not there.
Oh, he's hurt. He is in trouble.
Unbelievable.
He's got a submission. Grabs his ankle, pulls down on his shin. And there he's free.
10 minutes in the books.
worked on is working. We don't need to change a thing.
Here's a powerful punch that results in a knockdown. And here we see some excellent striking, great power on that punch. Big round.
Ariane Celeste in the building. Third round underway.
At the end of that round, his opponent was clearly hurt. He's going to look... Oh! He is clearly in big, big trouble. Oh, very nice. This fight is dangerously close to being stopped. Nasty combinations here.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. Nice jab there, Joe.
Oh, and he goes up top with a kick. Oh, solid jab.
Moraga gets caught by the inside leg kick.
Oh!
What a fight we got going on here! Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. There's a kick.
Hard hook.
Timely defense there. Huge block for him. How about that shin? Takedown defense holds up. Man, it doesn't take much for the redness to start. Look at the left side of his body there. Nasty. Going to the kick here, Joe. Reis gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds.
And a nice 1-2 with the right and the left.
That's how you defend the single leg. Moraga gets tagged by that stiff jab. Defense not there for him thus far tonight. Going out of the body with that hook. Well done there by Reis. Constantly a moving target. Nice job to get the foot off the canvas and to the target quickly. Beautiful inside leg kick by Moraga. Throwing that jab yet again out of range. Moraga's shot is blocked. Reis gets in the clinch. Double underhooks in the clinch.
Easily stuffed that shot.
Close quarters for a while, now they separate. Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting them up now. Nice punch by Moraga. Well, you gotta love this performance here tonight, Joe. He continues to land a high number of strikes just as he did in the previous round and seemingly not slowing down at all here tonight. Flipped him with the jab.
Big trouble here. Whoa! Oh, and he's knocked down. Back up.
Well, this is live in real time. We didn't hit the replay button. Again, he gets cracked to the head because, again, he's leaning in, almost moving right into his opponent's striking range. Oh, massive kick. Everything behind it. 90 seconds to go in our third and final round. Oh, man! Oh, huge shot there, lands flush.
Oh, what a leg kick.
Oh, an obvious limp there. His leg hurting for certain. Oh, flipped him with the jab.
Good maneuvers here to avoid clinching.
Big head kick. Trying to establish that jab once again. Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect. Blocks that kick to the body. Oh, misses with the jab. Big power shot there. Nice defense there, huge block.
That one hurt. Oh, he got tagged. Back to his feet again, amazing.
Oh, big right hand, yes.
Wow.
All right, so somehow, some way, Joe, we hear that final horn. Multiple knockdowns in the fight, so perhaps there was a 10-8 in there as well. He should be the clear winner in this one, and it appears just a formality here as we await the scorecards from the judges. A most dominant effort out of that fighter here tonight.
Round 3, the legs buckle, and he's down.
The official decision is now in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 30-25. For the winner by unanimous decision, John Moraga.
Well, he didn't get the finish. He has to settle for the decision nod, but you can be sure he will take it after a pretty outstanding performance here tonight. Doubles up his money, gets the win money as well, and also has set himself up now for a massive fight moving forward. So congratulations to that young fighter on one of the biggest wins of his UFC tenure here tonight. It is a welterweight matchup between the natural-born killer, Carlos Condit, and Alex Cowboy Oliveira. Going to be looking to find the target and find a home for those heavy hands. This is just not a guy anybody wants to get in a slugfest with. More often than not, you end up twitching on the canvas, concussed. You're playing with fire here if you choose to stand and trade on a napkin in the center of the octagon with this guy.
This guy has world-class choking techniques in all varieties, be it guillotine, choke, rear naked, darce, anaconda. If this guy gets a hold of your neck, you've got problems.
So here is the natural-born killer, the former UFC interim welterweight champion Carlos Condit. He has picked up several bonuses in his UFC career with a beautiful mix of Thai boxing and submission grappling. The bulk of his wins in the UFC have come by either knockout or submission. Almost half of his pro wins have come by way of submission. You know what he can do with the elbows and the knees and the beautiful Muay Thai game, but if this fight hits the canvas, you better protect your neck.
Carlos Condit has proven to be one of the most durable and complete fighters in the UFC today. He has amazing cardio, tremendous heart and will, and he has no weaknesses as far as technique goes.
Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. 4 years the difference in age between these two fighters, with some differences in height and a similar reach. All right, now for the particulars, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 17 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw, and 2 no contests. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Alex Cowboy Oliveira! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 30 wins, 11 losses. He stands 62 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, USA! Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, the natural born killer, Condit! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki, third man in the octagon for this one.
You ready? Let's go, come on!
Back to the well with that right hand, it's no good.
Look at that, right to the temple.
Oh, slips the punch there, Joe. Effective punch there by Condit.
He's checking every single one of those. Good head kick there.
The natural-born killer gets caught with that punch. Oh, strong hook to the head there by Oliveira. Also, he gets clipped once again here, Joe, and he continues to be vulnerable by leaning in. He's keeping his head on the center line. He's got to change things up a little bit here.
Oh, man, with that right leg kick.
Oh, nice strike landed there by Oliveira. Ooh, looking to go to the leg kick here, just out of range. Blocks the shot.
Huge uppercut, misses.
That landed.
Good defense there.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Oh, beautifully placed with that lead hook by Oliveira. Huge block there. Just out of range with the big right hand. Under 3 minutes remain in round 1. Condit gets caught by the inside leg.
Hit him with the jab.
Now closes the distance.
That one hurt.
That strike blocked by Condit. Oliveira gets caught with that punch. Oh, he's keeping busy here in the clinch. Knee to the body.
Yeah, referee's gonna separate him.
Come on, fight!
Condit gets absolutely melted by that head kick.
Oh, he missed that kick. Oh! This could be it.
Under 2 minutes to go in a back and forth first round here.
Oh! What a leg kick. They may very well stop this fight. That cut on his cheek is really pouring blood. Big
Nice
power in that
Oh!
hook. Big kick to the head. He is stunned.
He's got him right here. Condit gets caught by the inside leg.
Haymaker.
lands a big right hand
there as well.
The left hook hits home. Oh, well, you can't enter the pocket there unprotected. You got to figure out a way to get your guard up a little bit. Another kick lands to the head there. And let's see if he and his corner can make the proper adjustments defensively to avoid any further head kicks here in this fight. And now he lands a combination.
This could be it right here. Really swung for the fences with that hook, but misses.
Oh!
Beautiful body shot there, too. He's definitely rocked.
Oh, he might be out.
30 seconds to go.
Back to his feet. 20 seconds now remain in the round. Short uppercut here in the clinch by Condit.
Oh, and again.
Oliveira gets tagged by a solid uppercut. I don't have to tell you, Joe, about his toughness, but you can't absorb too many more of those uppercuts.
And here's a nice shot, lands perfectly. And here's another clean shot that lands. And another perfectly placed strike. Big round.
Settle down, my friend.
Brittany Palmer is in the building doing work as usual.
Here we go. Second, are you ready?
Round 2 is underway.
That last round was an all-out. He is clearly in big, big trouble. This fight is dangerously close to being stopped. Oh, beautiful hook. Went for the head kick. What a chin on Carlos Condit. Oh!
He's got hurt here.
Hammer fist.
Oliveira's lower jaw could not look much worse, Joe. Extremely swollen at this point in time. We'll keep an eye on it as this fight moves forward. Condit gets in the clinch. Oh, he left his head wide open to absorb that straight hand. He has shown a vulnerability here by leaning in right into his opponent's range. Counter jab snaps the head back. That should get his attention. Nice leg kick there by Oliveira.
Looking to avoid that left hand.
The natural-born killer gets caught by the inside leg kick. Ooh.
Oh! Ooh! That one hurt.
And just like that, the fight is over.
Landed a hard kick for the knockout.
Yeah, Joe, a tremendous kick to end the fight tonight. That might be the biggest highlight of his UFC career. He certainly didn't telegraph it, but he got full force and extension behind it, and his opponent had absolutely no chance after that weapon was thrown. A perfect land and perfect execution to get the knockout with that kick here tonight.
And let's see if we can get a better look at that from this angle.
So a strong candidate for some bonus money there. A huge knockout for him here tonight. Near perfect execution. They'll be talking about this result for some time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 19 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, the natural born killer, Carlos Condit.
So congratulations to the natural-born killer, Carlos Condit, on a turn-back-the-clock type performance here tonight. He has certainly battled injuries in the past. Clearly, though, you saw a healthy Condit in this fight here tonight, and this will likely go down as one of the more satisfying victories of his storied UFC tenure. Coming up next, it's a lightweight tilt between Dustin the Diamond Poirier and Justin Gaethje. You know, there's just something terrifying about guys with crazy hand speed, and that certainly applies to this young man. Punches and bunches, as good a combination striking game as we've seen in the UFC in years, and you gotta think the accumulation of punches, which have worn down lesser opponents, could wear down his opponent here tonight. It's one thing to see the hand speed on film, it's another thing to see it in your face on fight night. We'll see how this matchup plays out tonight.
This guy has devastating one-punch knockout power, amongst the very best in the world at delivering a single blow to end the fight.
Born in Lafayette, Louisiana, now fighting out of American Top Team in Coconut Creek, Florida. Here is the perennial contender type Dustin Poirier, contended at 145, now doing the same in this lightweight division. This is a fighter's fighter. At one point, he won an 8-man tournament over 2 days in Iowa. Said he beat up everyone in his trailer park as well, but since becoming a pro fighter, he has been dominant, and especially so since moving up here to this UFC lightweight division.
This guy is a boxer, and he will have a distinct advantage if this fight goes in boxing distance, whether it's up against the cage with dirty boxing or in the center of the octagon where he can utilize his superior accuracy.
Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Both fighters 29 years of age. Poirier will have a 1-inch reach advantage. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 18 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Justin, the Highlight Gaethje. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 5 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, USA, Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
All right, commit to the rules in the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, about your corners, come out fighting.
This is a fight that we have been looking forward to for a long time and is about to take place right now. I'm very excited.
Let's go fight. Here we go. All right, so here is Dustin Poirier as we get ready to go with round 1. He says he's doing less sparring at this stage of his UFC career, and that figures to pay dividends here tonight. He is trying to stay more defensively responsible. Easier said than done when you have as many offensive gifts as Dustin Poirier brings to the table. Spinning back fist is there. All right, first round is underway. We'll see how long it takes for him to find a home for these patented, powerful overhand punches. Always a big weapon of his on fight night. We'll see how soon he can get it going tonight.
Nice leg kick.
Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there. Neither guy really finding their range with much consistency here early. Nice punch by Gaethje. Oh, slips to avoid the right. Gaethje gets caught with that punch. Gotta shore up the defense here.
Oh, he missed that kick.
Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Dustin Poirier. Looking to land the right just out of range.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful kick to the body. Clean punch.
Trying to establish that jab once again. Oh, beautiful kick to the body there, and he just left himself wide open for that strike. Very vulnerable by leaning in, keeping the guard high to allow for an opening down low. Nice punch there by Gaethje.
He's playing an outstanding leg kick.
Oh, that's a big block, Joe. Not there.
He got tagged there.
Able to check the high kick.
Really missed with that right hand.
Effective punch there by Poirier. Oh, slips the punch there, Joe.
Oh, powerful right leg kick.
Gaethje gets caught by that straight punch. His defense has abandoned him tonight. Under 2 minutes now to go in the opening round. Oh, huge block.
Missed the mark.
Gaethje's lower jaw very swollen now. Time to bite down on the mouthpiece and move forward.
Lands that kick to the head. Successfully avoids the clinch. Good combination so far from both men.
Just misses there with the left.
Nice spinning back fist right there. Nice. Oh! He hurt him. This could be it.
Oh, he might be out. Oh! Oh, so an interesting decision there as he decides to stand up and relinquish the dominant position.
He landed a left hand there.
Oh, snaps off the jab effectively yet again. Counters with a straight right hand, that'll work. 30 seconds now to go in the round.
Nice jab there by Poirier.
Whoa!
He's in big trouble. This fight is dangerously close to being stopped. And there he swung with a haymaker. Nice leg kick.
Vicious combo there. Second round, straight ahead.
There's a nice kick to the body. Excellent strike here. Lands on target. Perfectly placed strike here. Lands on target. You can really see how awesome that round was by these highlights.
Let's get back out there and keep doing what we're doing.
Brittany Palmer in the building.
You ready? You ready?
Second round here.
That last round was an all-out brawl. If they continue like that in this round, someone's getting knocked out.
Lands an outside leg kick of his own.
That one hurt.
How about that shin?
That's
Hook
a
is
hard
there
hook.
again. And now starting to snap off that jab.
Wow! This could be it right here. Oh! What a leg kick!
Well, at some point, you've really just got to start mixing things up a bit more. Get some strikes to the body. At this point, he's really just been a headhunter.
Nice shot.
Inside leg kick is there by Gaethje. Watch the shot here, Joe. That's some good takedown defense right there. Single leg attempt, no good. Well, not much of a setup there. Misses with the left hook.
Wow! He's definitely rocked.
Oh, straight right. Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, a swing and a miss by Dustin Poirier. Well, he got cracked to the head there, Joe. He's going to have to change things up here with his footwork, with his tempo. He continues to be vulnerable to that strike coming back. Got to get his head off the center line. Oh, nice slip to avoid that right hand. Oh, he snaps off the jab yet again. Beautiful use of the jab, really, start to finish tonight. Did it in the previous round and picking up right where he left off here. Well, he has landed some good shots tonight, Joe, but as yet, he has been unable to string together any. That one appeared to stun him.
He's got to be careful here. Nice leg kick.
Gaethje's uppercut is blocked. Looked like for a minute he had a window there. It closed quickly.
That's a nice clean shot.
Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Gaethje going for the takedown, but unable to land. Poirier gets caught with that punch.
Tries a big hook to the head, but misses.
Well, he's always on the counterattack, but a nice leg kick there by Poirier.
And a good jab.
And both guys really throwing with authority. High-level MMA defense there, able to avoid the punch. Nice job by Poirier. And he lands a kick to the leg now. Pretty good work on the feet tonight by Gaethje. Slips the punch.
Good punch. Oh!
Gaethje's overhand punch to the head doesn't get to the target. He telegraphed that one, and it gets blocked. Very nice leg kick there. Oh!
Oh! What a leg kick! Oh, he got clipped there. He got hurt. Big shots! Oh, beautiful hook!
Oh, another crisp jab lands flush. Nice way to keep the opponent at distance there. Timely defense there. Huge block for him.
Oh! Caught him with a punch. Attempts a big hook to the head, but misses. Oh!
Big body shot
to the body. He hurt him with that hook. Huge kick, misses.
Oh, he continues to land a high number of strikes in this round. Really hasn't let up when it comes to his aggressiveness. Certainly have to be mindful that you don't gas out, but you gotta like the output on display here. There's the jab, now another for good measure. Nice job there by Gaethje. 20 seconds to go, round two. Hook shot lands.
Hard left hook. He's doing a great job of moving and transitioning here on the ground.
Oh, bleeding from his cheek now. That can't feel good.
High kick! He hurt him!
What a round. All right, so the round is over. The swelling on the fighter's eye is getting out of control at this point in time. Maybe they bring in the doctor to see if his vision has been impaired. It has certainly been compromised to some extent here. But again, he has had no answer for the offense coming back tonight, and as such, that eye is nearly swollen shut.
And here's another huge kick to the head that stuns his opponent. And here's one more kick to the head that stuns his opponent.
Ariane Celeste with us tonight.
You ready? You ready?
Third round underway.
Starting off this round, you gotta think he's probably still hurt from that last round. He's gonna want to move and avoid taking damage early.
Just misses with the straight whip. Wow!
He's in big, big trouble here.
Oh, he might be out.
Big straight punch.
Offensive fight, nice job to block the shot there.
Big shots. Hard straight punch.
Oh!
That one hurt him badly. Just missed with that huge kick.
Gaethje's bruise on that thigh, Joe, is hard to even look at. I can't imagine he's going to have fun getting out of bed tomorrow. First takedown attempt is there.
Oh, good left hand. Into full guard. He lands a big shot from the bottom. Excellent posture. Good shot.
Nice elbow to the body by Gaethje.
Big shots being landed from the top in half guard. And now into full guard. Trying to pass here. And he executed a very nice sweep here and wound up in guard. Now he got cracked. Moves into half guard.
Oh, postures up and lands a devastating head strike there, Joe. Effective punch there by Poirier.
Excellent movement on the ground here, always trying to better his position. Half guard here.
Right punches there. Under 3 minutes now to go in round 3. Well, you don't want to spend too much time fighting off of your back, Joe, but pretty good work here from the bottom by Gaethje. Now the hammer fist here by Poirier.
Into half guard again.
Gaethje's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. Just reached the midpoint of the fight. All right, hammer fist here by Poirier.
He's moved into half guard again. Big punch from the bottom. He's doing a great job of ground and pound here. Whipping to the body and to the head, staying busy. Big punch from the top.
Side control now. There's that knee to the body. Back to the stand-up now. Both fighters upright.
Oh! He tapped him again. He's hurt. He's stumbling. Nice leg kick.
Oh! Huge shot there. Lands flush. Oh!
Oh, he's hurt.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body here, really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the midsection here in the latter stages of this fight. How about that chin? Poirier gets caught by the inside leg kick.
Oh! Big shot.
He's got him hurt here.
He's in trouble, and a big elbow lands. blocking all the shots coming towards his head. Tries for a low single.
Oh, the takedown attempt starting to pile up. Here's another one. Unable to secure it. Well, not a good look there, Joe, as he eats a shot to the body. It looks like he's becoming increasingly more vulnerable to that strike. Certainly left the body wide open on that.
Whoa! He hurt him! Oh, he's hurt. He's hurt bad. Really swung for the fences with that hook, but misses.
Oh, he might be out.
Beautiful body shot there, too.
Poirier gets tagged by that stiff jab. Oh, nice job of avoiding the clinch. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds.
And here's a nice shot, lands perfectly. And here's another clean shot that lands. And another perfectly placed strike. What a great round. This fight is really shaping up.
Mix up the strikes a little bit. Be unpredictable. Don't.
The OG Ariane Celeste in the building with us tonight. All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 minutes.
Oh! He is rocked right here. He's trying to stay up.
Man, has his chin been tested early. Oh, big left.
He is getting off some huge punches here. Stiff jab. That cut on his eyebrow is bad. They could stop this fight. Oh! He's rocked. This fight is dangerously close to being stopped.
Big left.
That one hurt. Misses a huge hook to the head.
Oh, beautifully placed in time kick there by Gaethje. Landed that one.
Oh, he's out. He's out.
And just like that, the fight is over.
Excellent timing here. Big left hand for the victory.
Yeah, Joe, just an absolutely gorgeous shot to spell the end for his opponent. Crowd is absolutely loving it. He gets the near-perfect land. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming, but just the way he drew it up here tonight, saw that little crack of an opening and barged right through it to get the knockout.
Let's see it one more time.
Well, what a moment for this fighter here tonight. A massive knockout on the sport's biggest stage. Seminal moment for that fighter tonight. Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Has called a stop to this contest at 53 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
Dustin Poirier, ladies and gentlemen, we have watched his development firsthand in the UFC. He's focused on being more defensively responsible, but his offense was the big story in this one. This is a lightweight force to be reckoned with. Perhaps a title eliminator type fight will be next for the Diamond after the big W here tonight.